Yo, what's up guys? I'm Sexy Dimeo, back with a brand new video. Everybody, the series has finally returned. I am bringing back hashtag Ask Dimeo. I'm gonna try to do these every single week, so if you don't see your question in today's video, make sure you leave it in the comments below so that you can be featured next week. But yes, I know I'm bringing this back. A lot of you guys are probably really happy about this because I quit this series quite a while ago because my channel started to slow down. Also, there were just a lot of complications, but now that I have a pretty good setup, I have way better quality in my videos, and I'm starting to grow a little bit more on YouTube now. I'm getting a lot more comments, a lot more feedback from you guys. I figured it's the perfect time to bring this back, so let's not waste any time. Let's just hop straight into the questions. The first person to ask questions, and he asked 3 questions, was Fancy Freckles, and I'm gonna go through each of them one by one. The first question he asks is, do you think you have what it takes to join FaZe? Now, I know that the Phase 5 recruitment challenge dropped quite recently. I honestly don't know if it was recently or a few weeks ago or something like that, but either way, the Phase 5 recruitment challenge is out, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm not even going for it. I mean, the Phase 5 recruitment challenge dropped, I saw it as a notification in my videos, and I just really didn't care that much. I mean, obviously, I would love to join FaZe. I think joining FaZe would be fucking great, but I didn't want to push myself to do better on YouTube or do better playing video games just for the simple fact of joining FaZe. I mean, it would be great to join FaZe. If I got offered a position to join the team, I would take it in a heartbeat because it would only be able to help me out. I just realized I'm not wearing my headset for this video and it probably looked really weird, so I'm just gonna put that on really quick. Alright, that looks a little bit better. It just looks a little bit more normal. I feel like I'm already used to wearing a headset in a video, and if I don't, it just looks really weird. I know I don't have it plugged into anything, but I don't need audio right now, so just fucking deal with it. I don't know. When it comes to teams though, I am a little bit on the fence of whether I want to be part of a team. I mean, if I got offered to join FaZe, I would take it because it would help me right now, but I'm gonna mention this later in the video why I feel like teams just aren't really that great. But do I think I have what it takes to join FaZe? Probably not. I mean, I feel like my content is very average. I just do it for fun. I don't necessarily want to like blow up on YouTube or anything. I mean, obviously when I say that, I mean like, of course I would want to. I would love to, you know, get more views and make money off of YouTube, but I don't rely on that. I don't rely on myself to like grow and just blow up on YouTube and make loads of money off of this. I just kind of do it for fun. If I want to make money, I can make money through other ways, and I am definitely focused on that. When it comes to making money, I do focus on making money through other ways, but YouTube, it's just for fun. So that's why I don't necessarily put like insane editing behind my videos or anything. I just do it for fun, so I don't think I have what it takes to join FaZe, but that's not really a big deal to me. The next question he asks, and it's not actually a question, it's more of a demand, which, okay. He says, you should 1v1 people. I honestly have no idea how I would go about this. Maybe I should 1v1 people. I mean, I'm sure that I could make some sort of, like, YouTube series around 1v1ing people, which that might actually be a good idea. I'll give it some more thought. I might actually come back to that idea, seeing as I'm trying to interact with subscribers a little bit more. Maybe just doing like sniping 1v1s or something like that and making videos on it of some funny moments. I have no clue. I'd have to think about it, but it's definitely not crossed off. At this point, I'm just kind of open-minded to any sort of content that I can possibly make, because whatever you guys want, that's what I'll make. It's definitely not crossed off the list. When it comes to YouTube videos, I don't know if I'll do it. I might do it for YouTube videos, but even if I don't, I'll definitely do it in my own spare time. If anybody wants to 1v1 me, just message me or something and I'll invite you to a lobby on Black Ops 4 and we can go have a 1v1. We'll see if you're better than me at sniping, which you probably are because I'm not very good at all. And Fancy Freckles asks one more question, and he says, would you ever do a free-for-all freestyle, kind of like that one time you did it on stream? In case you guys didn't know, if you guys weren't in the stream, me and Bobby or Jack, whatever the fuck you want to call him, the SoundCloud rapper, me and him ended up freestyling on one of my live streams. Now, I'm gonna admit, my freestyle was just utterly terrible, and surprisingly Jack's freestyle was pretty decent, but would I do that for a video? Probably not. I mean, I know Blue did an FFA freestyle and he absolutely killed it, but when it comes to me, my freestyling ability is just not there. I'm not a rapper, I can't freestyle for shit, so I probably wouldn't do it for a video. However, if you do want to see it in videos, if I'm ever live streaming and I manage to actually come up with some decent freestyle, I would put it in a funny moment / highlights video on my channel, which by the way, I will be uploading live stream highlight videos. It's just I need to get enough moments to actually make a full video. But would I ever make a series dedicated to freestyling, like while playing video games? Probably not, because my ability just isn't there. The next question comes from Bekai Benjamin, and he asks, Optic or FaZe? Now, I mentioned earlier in this video that I was kind of on the fence on whether or not I want to be part of a team, and I know that's not what you're asking. You're asking whether Optic or FaZe are better in my opinion, and if I'm gonna be honest, I'd have to go with neither on this, because I don't necessarily like Optic, I don't necessarily like FaZe. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I don't like either of them. I don't watch content from either, unless it's like some crazy montage. I don't know which is better, though. I feel like FaZe are doing their own thing, Optic are doing their own thing. I just kind of stay neutral on it. I don't really feel like either of them are better, to be honest. If I had to join one of those teams, it would really depend where my channel is. If my channel is pretty big as it is and I'm doing well independently and I've built my own brand, I wouldn't join any of the teams. But if I got offered like tomorrow, below 600 subscribers, if I got offered tomorrow to join the team, then hell yeah, I would join the team because it would help me. But I would probably not stick around for too long because I would just want to come in, show people what I have to offer, and then probably try and become independent, you know, make my own brand, just make Dimeo a household name. That's why you don't really see me do as much with Sane. As much as I love Sane and I think Sane is just an amazing team and I'm so grateful for the opportunities that they've given me, I don't like to rely on Sane. I don't like to associate my Sane in any sort of way. In fact, in the future, I'm looking to get my own branding. Eventually, my channel name won't be Sane Dimeo. It will just be Dimeo by itself, and you won't see a Sane logo in my AVI or my profile picture. It will just be my own personal logo. I'm trying to distance myself from Sane as much as possible while still being part of the team and while still trying to help them as much as I possibly can. The reason for this is because I feel like whenever you join a team, a lot of people will subscribe to you only because you are part of that team, but they won't actually watch your videos. And me, I just really hate dead subscribers. A lot of the subscribers on my channel are dead subscribers. I have about 90% of the subscribers to my channel that don't actually watch me. And I wouldn't want to join a team, stay in it for a long time, build up all of these subscribers, and then have none of them watch me. If I build my own brand, people will stay because of me. They won't stay because I'm part of that team. And then as soon as I leave that team, a lot of those people are going to unsubscribe, or they're just simply going to stop watching me, period, leading to my channel being even more dead. I feel like when it comes to joining team, it's a good short-term strategy, but in the long term, it's gonna hurt you more. Of course, there's only some truth to me saying that. Maybe I'm just biased, but that's how I see it. The next questions come from Rob Gucci. He asked 3 questions, and the first one is, what if I question you a question in which it's a question that will make you question your mortality as a man and will make you deeply wonder about your existence? Man, is there even a question that could, like, do that? That could make you, like, question your existence? I feel like the only way that would be possible is if you took a fat hit off of this chub right here and then just asked some crazy question about simulations. Which, by the way, relating to this thing that I just put in frame, I am thinking about doing a broccoli stream in the future, so keep an eye out for that. No promises, I have no idea how soon it's going to be, but maybe in the next few weeks. The second question he asks is, do you think rednecks get friendly with the wildlife? I think my favorite part about this question is the emojis. I do think rednecks get friendly with the wildlife, because if you're gonna fuck your cousin, you probably both are pigs. The third question he asks is, Daddy Jev or Poppy Apex? And this is just fucking easy. It's obviously Jev. I've been watching Jev for, I don't even know how long. I feel like I've been watching him for like 3 or 4 years at this point. I've been watching him for quite a while, and I love Jev so much. He's my favorite YouTuber. Fun fact, we also share the same birthday, which is just awesome. But when it comes to Apex, I just never really gave a shit about Apex. I watched him during Black Ops 3 a little bit, where he was getting like high scores in Blackout and stuff like that. Like, that was pretty entertaining to watch. But in terms of all of his videos, I just really don't keep up with Apex. Jev is definitely my guy because he makes content similar to me. I find his content really entertaining, and I really like Jev. I've been sticking with him for a few years, and easily he's better than Apex. Also, he's an inch taller than Apex, of course, we can't forget that. The next question comes from Evolution, and he asks, what happened to Pulse? In case you guys didn't know, if anybody hasn't really stuck with me for, I don't know, not that long, honestly, it was only like 6 or 7 months ago, my friend Brad, or Filthy if you guys know him by his alias, decided to start up a team called Pulse, and he recruited me to the team as Pulse Dimeo. But unfortunately, the team didn't really succeed that much. I mean, we tried our best to try and get the team off of its feet, but I don't think any of us really had the motivation to keep going with the team, especially because World War II was out, and World War II just wasn't that big. A lot of people left World War II. We thought way more people were going to be excited about World War II, but that just simply wasn't the fact. Also, I was losing motivation to be part of a team, especially starting a team, because I said earlier in this video, I don't feel like teams are really a good long-term strategy if you want to have success on YouTube or on Twitch or anything like that. I feel like building your own brand is just way better. And of course, if you want to build your own team, that's great, because that is a brand that you are creating in itself. But being part of a team is just not really something I want to do. And unfortunately, both of us just really didn't have the dedication to stick with the team. Pulse just fell flat on its face. That's just as simple as I can put it. It was cool while it lasted, but it just didn't really go anywhere. The next questions come from Delta, and he has 3 questions. The first one is, can you trickshot in S&D sometime? And honestly, I would love to, but I'm not a good search and destroy trickshotter. I'm just not a good trickshotter, period. And I don't really play with a lot of people. As much as I want to start playing with a lot more people, I only play with a few people. And if I got a group of people who wanted to play search and destroy and wanted to trickshot, then hell yeah, I would do it. I would probably even make videos on it. But currently at this point in time, I feel like just trickshotting is pretty dead, and a lot of people just don't want to do it in search and destroy as well. So can I trickshot in S&D? I totally could. I could find people to do it with, but would I upload content on it? Maybe. I don't know. The second question he asks is, would you ever meet some fans in the future? P.S. You're the best. I love you, bro. I love you too. Would I meet some fans in the future? Hell yeah, I would. If I blew up on YouTube and I started getting a lot of requests to maybe make a fan meetup or something like that, I would love to meet some of you guys. I mean, I'm just trying to play with you guys as much as possible on Black Ops 4 right now as it is. But if I could ever set up like a YouTube meeting or something and get to know some of you guys, maybe, you know, shake each of your guys' hands in person and have a conversation, that would be dope. I would love to be able to do that. But of course, in the position I am, I have a job, I have to attend to YouTube, and I have to attend to streaming. I don't really have the time to just set up something like that. But would I love to do it? Yes, I definitely would. And will it happen in the future? I could pretty much almost guarantee that at some point, if I am successful on YouTube, I will do it. Okay, so I just realized I was hallucinating, and Delta did not ask 3 questions. He only asked 2. So let's move on to the next one. The last question comes from the SoundCloud rapper himself, Jacobot, or Jack, or Bobby Lowe. And he asks, how did you meet that Bobby Lowe rapper kid? He seems like a pretty dope lyricist. No, he's not a dope lyricist. In fact, he is one of the worst lyricists I have ever heard in my entire life. How did I meet him? He just nagged me in my DMs when I was trying to join Sane. I really didn't want to be his friend, but he just kept annoying me, kept texting me, and now every single time I play Black Ops 4, he has to send me a message on Discord saying, get on Discord because I want to play with you. I'm such a fanboy and I follow you around every single time you do anything. Yeah, that's how I met him. He just annoyed me until eventually I responded. That was the last question in this Q&A, but I want to end it off on this. Jacobot left a second comment. It's not to do with, you know, asking me a question for this Q&A, but he says, do ask Dimeo live one time. And I think that's a great idea. Would you guys like me to do a Q&A session live in one of my streams? I think that would be a great idea. The stream would probably be shorter, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, but you guys would be able to ask me questions live, and I would be able to try and make it as entertaining as possible right there in the moment. It would feel like we're talking one-on-one. What do you guys think of that idea? I think that was a pretty good idea on Jack's part, and I gotta give him credit for that. That was a pretty good call. So leave it in the comments below of this video. Would you guys like me to do Ask Dimeo live sometime? And I would probably get some of those highlights and maybe put them in a video or something like that. I think that would be great. It would allow more content in my streams, more entertaining content in my streams as well, because my content on my streams is just, it's mediocre at best. And then it would also allow me to take that content and put it up on my YouTube channel for people who don't watch my streams. I think it's a pretty good idea, but I want to hear from you guys, so leave it in the comments below. But other than that, that's pretty much the end of it. That is all the questions for this week. I am very happy that I brought this series back. If you guys want to be featured in next week's episode, please leave your questions in the comments below. I will answer all of them. I think it's pretty good that I'm bringing this series back. I'm going to be doing them every single Sunday, so make sure you guys keep tuned with that if you want to see if your question got answered or not. Thank you to everybody who left a comment, and thank you to everybody who decides to support me each and every single day. I'm just trying to get better at this whole YouTube stuff day by day, upload by upload, and I hope you guys are going to stick around with it. But other than that, I'll leave the rest up to you guys. Make sure you comment all of your questions, and I'll answer them next week. But for now, I'm going to wrap this video up here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smack the like button. If you want to stay up to date with my content, please be sure to subscribe. I'll have my last video in the corner. If you haven't checked that out already, definitely make sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.